In this video, we'll show you the proper safe way to replace a bezel insert. If you don't want to damage the bezel or the case, follow this guide closely. We'll start by removing the bezel. You can refer to our detailed guide on bezel removal here. But in short, find a good insertion point for the case knife, where you can comfortably and safely apply force. This could be near a lug for our Seiko SKX diver, or at the 12 o'clock notch on our diver. Push the case knife firmly into the gap between the bezel and the case at the insertion point. The bezel should pop as the knife goes all the way in. On a side note, if you're afraid of scratching the case, you can put some electrical tape near the insertion point. With the bezel removed, we can now remove the insert. The insert is attached to the bezel simply through adhesive. So you can flip the bezel, then insert a small flathead screwdriver between the bezel and the insert, and work the screwdriver along the insert to detach it from the bezel. Quite often, there will be some adhesive left on the bezel. We need to clean it off before we apply the new insert. You can use a knife to scrape it off. Make sure you clear all of the adhesive, or else any residual adhesive will cause the new insert to sit unevenly. Now the bezel is cleaned. You can run a finger on it to feel if it's evenly flat. We'll now reinstall it back onto the case. Make sure the click spring is still in place. If you want to upgrade the click spring to, say, a premium 60 click one, now is the time to do so. In the correct placement, these 2 feet of the click spring should be in these 2 holes. Before installing the bezel, check that the bezel gasket is still in place. Then push the bezel onto the case. It will take quite considerable force to push it in, so it is a good idea to put some protection between the case and the working surface. Press down on one side first, then press down the entire bezel. After the bezel is installed, check that it's turning properly. For a unidirectional bezel, it should turn freely anti-clockwise and not turn clockwise. Now is the time to apply adhesive onto the bezel insert. If you got your insert from us, it should come with a new adhesive. The adhesive is a full circle with a removable center. This allows you to align it more easily. First flip the insert bottom up, then put a finger through the center hole of the insert. Peel off adhesive and place it onto the finger. Then you can move the insert to align it to the adhesive. Check that the insert is still visible behind the top, bottom, left and right of the adhesive. This indicates correct alignment. Then lower your finger to put the adhesive onto the insert. Double check for the alignment. Then work around the insert to press the adhesive firmly onto the insert. You can then push the center adhesive away. Now we'll prepare to apply the insert to the bezel. First advance the bezel 1 click to the anti-clockwise direction. Then turn it clockwise so that there's no excessive gap between the bezel and the click spring. Now it's a good time to make sure your bezel is clean before applying the bezel. One way to do this is to use a Q-tip with rubbing alcohol and run it around the flat surface. Then you can peel off the protective layer from the insert and align it at 12 o'clock, using the minute mark on a chapter ring as a visual reference. Then check 3, 6 and 9 o'clock. Apply the insert lightly after you have a good alignment. Then double check the alignment before pressing down firmly on the bezel insert. There you go, a brand new look for your watch. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe for more watchmaking tutorials and tips.